Hello, this is Lee with 82 Gaming 12. Finally back with another video. Don't remember what video number this is, but I'll find that out and put it on the description there of the video. It's been a while. I have been gone. I play in chess tournaments, and there's a lot of those going on this time of year, and I had a lot of doctor appointments and so forth, so kind of tied up my time, and I apologize for that. I haven't got back to this, and so here we are, and we're playing the Pharsalus battle from the Great Battles of Julius Caesar, the Deluxe edition. The game was designed by Herman and Richard Berg and developed by Alan Ray. So it's a GMT game, came out in 2022. The Deluxe edition did. The other editions came out much earlier, but let's get right to what we're doing here. Let's talk about our sponsors. We've got Mer2. They make fine quality jewelry, and here's two examples right here. These bracelets, men's jewelry specifically, got many different colors and styles. It's very fine quality workmanship. I've had both of these for many years, and they're still in new condition. They've got these metallic magnetic clasp that just kind of click together, and then they've got the links so you can make it a little longer, so it'll fit your wrist if you've got a large wrist like I do. So check them out at mer2.com. I'll put a link there for their YouTube page. And then we have Serious A Dice. Bring in here so you can see that. They're from Brooklyn, New York, and they make good dice. They're rounded corners. It comes in a lot of different shapes. I've got another style here. Let's see if they call this Red Cloud. I kind of call it Blood, but it's, yeah, Red Cloud. And then this one here, let's see if they put the name, the style. I think it's Charcoal Gray or something. I don't see the name of it, but you can check them out at seriousdice.com. But it might be Serious C. Yeah, seriousdice.com. There's no A there. Seriousdice.com. You can see that right there. So check them out. All right, so we're ready to hit right to it here. We've got this is going to be the second turn, and if we take a look at the battle here, over here on Pompey's right, we've got quite a bit of a predicament here. All of these units are routing, which is going to cause quite a issue because there's no reinforcements. There's no one behind them. And if we look here at Latinius, okay, he's got a charisma of 0, so he's not going to be able to rally anyone, and so it's going to fall down to the tribunes. Well, his tribunes up here fighting, and that tribune's cohorts are down here routing. Okay, we've got this tribune who's got the Greek Legion, and that's these units right here. even this one, all these units here are Greek. This one here is going to be, what is that, Macedon? Yeah, Macedon. And he's up there fighting. But these guys, they could possibly get rallied from this tribune. They're not going to get any help from this section leader. Phrenius has got charisma of 2, okay, which is just what the tribunes have. So they're not good at rallying. If we look at Scipio over here, he's got a 0. He's not going to rally anyone. So that's a big minus for Pompey's forces. These guys, when they rout, they're pretty much gone. And so if we look here in the center, it's pretty much, not too much, I guess, routing going on, but all the units are close. Of course, all of Caesar's cohorts are depleted, except for the 8th, which is down on over here on Caesar's far left, Pompey's right. And of course we've got the cavalry over here, that not very many, but we've got Piso here. The unit's only got two strength points left. Okay, and this Legion cohort has only, well, he's got 3, but he is no longer defense superior because he has no missiles. So we'll see what happens there. So, and then if we come across through the middle, of course, and then right here, we've got quite a few routing units here, but looks like there's going to be some breakthrough here. And this is where we've got, well, let's see, who's in charge of these? Oh, was he finished? He ought to be flipped over. There he is. Ahorabanius or something like that. I have to look that name up again. Barnbius or something. Anyways, there's going to be a breakthrough here. Probably, if you look here, the breakthrough is probably going to be Pompey's legionnaires. I think they're going to break through right here. They're ganged up on this and this. And then these units back here are routing. And there's nobody back there to even try to rally them. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nobody can reach them. They'd have to move to get to them. And let's see what we got over here. Gnaeus. There we go. Domitius. Gnaeus Domitius. Sulla. I guess Sulla's got control of these guys here. This over here is Caesar's. He's in charge of these over here. Let's see here. We've got Pompey. Where's he at? Oh, he's over here. Right here. So this second turn, we start with the auxiliary phase. And I know that's a phase I do not remember having in the Great Battles of Alexander. But I like it. I like that there's an auxiliary phase, and that you can use any of your commanders, I guess, that are within range to activate them. And the thing is, they don't even have to be, I guess, not all of the skirmishers have to be in range. You take a look at that rule, because that's something that's new to me, is that auxiliary phase. I don't. Maybe that was something that was with the Julius Caesar games. See that on here. Okay, it's 5.6. Okay, so the auxiliary phase is 5.6. The beginning of each turn, before any leader is activated, there's an auxiliary phase. This phase may, not must, be used by the players for activating skirmisher type units and any other types designated in scenario instructions. The player with the highest rated OC goes first. If there is a tie in the elite commander, okay, so Caesar's going to be able to go first, the Caesar side. In the auxiliary phase, the player may issue individual orders to every friendly skirmisher unit. He may issue a move or a fire order to a unit in any location. To issue a recovery or rally order, the unit must be in command range of a friendly leader eligible to command the unit. Okay, and it doesn't say. A unit ordered in this phase cannot participate in a line command later in the game turn. It may, however, receive an independent order. The player does not have to use the auxiliary phase. However, if he does, his OC is considered to have used one of his 3 order phases. This does not affect the leader's elite command capability. So there you go. So, Pompey has a 6 initiative, and so does Caesar. So Caesar would use his elite status to be able to activate first. So hopefully that air conditioner's not muffling too much my voice. Not much I can do about it. It's hot. I live in Texas, north central Texas, and where I live is considered one of the hotter places in Texas. Kind of, I guess where I'm at is kind of situated in like a bowl, but or that's what I've been told. All right, so let's take a look here. We've got got to close in here where we can see. Here's Caesar. So we've got skirmishers in here mixed in with these cohorts. So right here, the white units, bordered units, which this unit's not, these lancers aren't. I don't think they're considered skirmish units. Let's see what it says here in the scenario book. They're not. Right wing cavalry and auxiliaries. So they're not part of the auxiliaries. Okay. So Caesar will have, well, they really won't be able to get close. All they can do is maybe move into a position where they can be of assistance. So one, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he moved to there. This guy's going to turn here. This guy's going to move into here. This that Lancer just turn like that. He'll turn like that. This Lancer will turn in here like this. That's all they're gonna do. We just want to hold the line. Okay, so I don't know if I have anything there. If there's any kind of marker that takes that states that, you know, he's used one of his commands. I guess I'll put this on there just so I know something's happened. Impetuosity. I'm going to put this on underneath him. Caesar. Okay, so Caesar's done his bit. And then over here we've got Pompey, who wants to use one of his activations, or possible activations, here with these skirmishers here. So he's got these skirmishers all right here that want to try to do something against these cohorts. So all right, so let's start. We're gonna fire on this guy. We're gonna use this guy here. Okay, so let's close in so we can see what they are. Okay, so we got a Crete archer who's gonna fire at that veteran cohort. All right, so let's take a look. At what we've got here. Alright, so we just have a archer firing at a range of 2. He's got to get a 3 or less. Rolled a 7, so that's a miss. And okay, he's not missile low. All right, so he's finished. He fired. These guys are going to move down the line here a little bit. 1, 2. Slinger. So if a slinger, archer, cavalry, elephant, chariot unit expended or will expend movement during the current orders phase, a +1. And if he's firing through the front hex of a cohort from an adjacent hex, it's a +1. So we don't want to move adjacent. Okay, so we're just firing from here. Okay. Alright. So he moves and fires. And he's got, normally he'd have to get a 2 or less, but since he moved, he's got to get a 1 or less. Oh, he got a 9, so he's going to be missile low. Just put that underneath him. You can't even see him, can you? Sorry. He's right here. He moved down here and fired on this guy. Let's see here. This archer doesn't want to move. Neither does this one. But this one here, he can fire over. This guy could fire over. This guy's already gone. So this guy's going to go 1, 2, and he's going to fire right here. And again, I got to get a 1 or a 0. I rolled a 7. No effect there. Okay. This guy here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and he'll fire right there. Got a 2, but I needed a 1 or less, so no effect there. Okay, so now we've got, let's see, this guy needs to move up. 1, 2, and he'll fire right there. Range is 2, so it's a 3, but he moved, so that's going to be a +1 to the die. That makes it 9. So he doesn't have to go missile low because it's got to be unadjusted. All right, so he fired. This guy's gonna fire right here. He's 3 X's away. 1, 2, 3. 3 or less. 9. So yeah, he's gonna go missile low. Over here. Now we fire with this guy. Gonna fire there. 1, 2, 3. 5 is a miss. The guy in the front will fire at the same target. Oh, we got a 3. So we got a hit. Okay. This guy back here is going to fire right there. He's got to get a 3 or less. 9, he's going to go missile low. And that's it. So they did get 1 hit. That's something. And of course I need to add let's see, this impetuosity. I'll put it under Pompey. Alright, now the thing is, does Caesar want to use his elite command to give command to anyone, any commander, any tribune, to any unit? My understanding is he can do that on every turn and not just on the first turn. I'll have to look at the rule book again. I may be reading into that, but that's my interpretation. Yeah, here it is, elite command. Okay, it says he has the option to start the first game turn and any one other game turn of a battle with elite initiative orders. So I guess he can only do it twice. It says and one other, so that would be just twice. So is this something he wants to do? This is like a pivotal time here. Try to figure out who's who here. Well, he could use Sulla. He could use Sulla. Sulla is right there. This could be this could be important right here, because this is a weak area. He could get these guys back in line. So he could move Sulla back. Sulla would use one of his activations. He can activate 5 times. So he could activate once to move back, and then he could rally 4 units, or attempt to rally 4 units. 1 unit, if he stacks with him, would automatically rally. So guess got a 6. I guess got a 7. 6, 5. He goes here. His range 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See. So what's this guy got? Of course he wouldn't go to him. He is a veteran though. See, veteran. These are all veterans, I think. Yeah. Okay, so Caesar's going to use his elite initiative, his elite command, to activate, and this is the only. He can only do this twice, apparently, is the way I read it. It can't be trumped, or you can't go for momentum. With an elite initiative orders phase. Okay, it does take one of his activations. So we'll put one of those impetuosity underneath him. Alright, so that's what we're going to do. Caesar needs to rally those units because he's got a break in his line that's happening. So Sulla is going to move. So leaders have a movement allowance of 9 per orders phase. If he's restricted, the limit is 5. So, okay, so he's going to move. I'm going to move him first. That's the first thing I'm going to do. So 9. Okay. All right, so let's move up a little closer to these guys. All right, we'll just move up close to Sulla to start with here. All right, so that's one activation. He's got a total of 5. So he's used 1, okay? So now he's at 4. So he's going to rally this unit that he's with, and this unit automatically rallies if he's stacked. So he's already depleted, so we don't have to worry about flipping back over depleted. There's no other penalty. And we need to roll for, oh, here it is, rally table. Okay. So here on the rally table, we're going to roll. Okay, and based on his printed TQ, he's going to determine what happens. Okay, die roll modifier. If a unit was previously depleted, +2. Well, that's going to hurt. Rallied units are automatically depleted. Rallied infantry units are automatically missile no. Okay, so we've got to add 2 to the die roll. What? Why would that should be a -2? He's depleted, right? +2 is going to mean he's going to get more. He's going to get more strength back. I think that should be a -2. The depleted unit would get less strength. Basically, strength is number of men. So I think that actually should be a -2. Should have to look at the. Not a +2. Why would you add +2 if the unit was previously depleted? Why would they gain more strength? I think that's wrong. So I'm gonna do a -2, and if I'm doing that wrong, and you know what the reasoning behind that is, you know, put a comment down. Let me know. It just seems kind of odd that a depleted unit would be able to get more units back, more men back. They're going to have less because they're going to start with less. They're depleted. Okay, so that means I'm going to be subtracting 2. Okay, so this unit has a TQ of 7, so we're rolling on the chart on this side. Okay, and let's see what we get here. Roll our dice. Okay, I got an 8, and we subtract 2. So instead of having 4, he's going to have 3. You know, I'm subtracting 2 instead of adding 2. So he has 3. So we can turn him around facing this other direction now. That Salazar right there with him. Okay, now Sola has a charisma of 2, which now we have to roll. Okay, so he's going to have 3 orders left. Okay, so we're now going to try to rally this unit. Okay, so we have to get a 2 or less. Okay, nope, we got a 2. Okay, so this unit gets to rally, and I've got to put the rally marker on these guys. Okay, and well, he should be depleted. He was already depleted, so all right, so that means we're subtracting 2 on his roll. I got a 3, which becomes a 1. He has only 1 strength of 1, so he didn't rally too well. All right, so now we've got 2 orders left. We're going to go with that unit right there. Got to get a 2 or less. We got another 2, so we got another rally. Let's roll to see. An 8 becomes a 6, so they get 3 back. Now we go to this guy, which means this is our last order. Okay, so no, that is 6. All right, so when they fail, first time we're gonna fail. Okay, they're gonna route move. So let me get back over here. Okay, so route and retreat, we go to rally 10.3. Oh, well, it says if the die roll is the same as or lower than the leader's charisma rating +1. So I should have been adding +1, but I rolled a 6, so that still wouldn't have helped. If the die roll is higher than the leader's charisma rating, the unit route moves, unless the die roll was also higher than the unit's printed cohesion rating. So that was a 6 and a 6, so it's not higher. But he's going to route move. So he's just going to move his full movement, which is 5, off toward the edge there. So there shows you a failure. So it's not easy to rally these guys. I forgot about the +1. Okay, so now we put this. Let's see if I can find one now. Okay, this impetuosity. Okay, underneath Sola, just so we know that he's used one of his activations. All right, so that takes care of the first activation. Now we go all the way back. See if I can find my little note. What did I do with that? So now we go all the way back to the. Where did I put that? I know I set it down here somewhere. I'm gonna have to make another one. Maybe. Yeah, I guess I am. Well, I had a list of, but so let's see. We've got over here. We got he's got a 5. No, he's got a 4. So okay, we would have tribunes. Do we have any tribunes that are gonna to do anything? But otherwise, this tribune needs to be turned over. Well, he was like that. So that's a 2. There's a 3. A 3 over here. Of course, those are 2s. There's a 2. So I know this tribune here that's back with these routed units, he's going to want to go. And let's see if I have a Roman tribune that possibly wants to go. Yeah. Okay, so we'll have to probably do a dice roll because I have some tribunes that want to activate, and they would activate prior. With Sulla up here, he's not going to be in range of his tribunes. Now, this tribune he is. But he's going to have to be moving. These guys are going to have to be moving. So he's going to be, you know. So we've got this tribune here, which is the 11th Legion. That's going to want to activate. Okay. Pompey. This tribune here is out of range. Pompey would have to move. And then he could possibly, but he'd only be able to activate 1. We'd have to hold the other one back. Okay, so we're going to do a die roll because we've got these tribunes. What's that guy doing way over here? What's that tribune doing right there? Okay. So we got a couple of tribunes here. So we've got the 11th, and then we got the Crete for Pompey over here. Those are two tribunes that are wanting to activate. All right. So we're going to roll to see which one is going to get to activate first. So it's going to be Pompey. We got a 0 and a 6 roll. So Pompey's going to be able to activate his first. So this tribune here with Crete is going to attempt to rally. And I guess since he's stacked with this one, he could rally both of those units that he's with there become rallied. Let's check this out. That is and it doesn't say it has to be a section leader, it's just any leader. So let's see here. Okay, during the order phase, a leader may use an individual order attempt to rally a routed unit occupying a clear hex or not. Clear hex and not adjacent enemy unit, combat unit, which they're not, or within range of the line sight of enemy unit that has missile fire. Okay, they don't, either one of those. Okay, so it has to be within the leader's command range. Okay, can be traced through fortified hillsides, across rivers, so forth. Okay, a routed unit stacked with the rallying leader rallies automatically. No dice required. Flip its routed marker to its rallied side. In all other cases, the player rolls the dice. Okay, so both of those would be rallied, and I guess that takes both of his activations. I mean, both of his orders. He's got 2 orders, and since he's helping both of these, then okay. But they both become depleted, and then we have to roll on the rally table. And we're not going to have to subtract. So okay, so a 5 and a 5. Okay, and we rolled a 5 and a 9. So they're both 5s, right? Yeah. 5 and a 9. Says TQ3 units remain routed. I don't understand that. Oh, I guess if they started with a TQ of 3. Okay, so we've got what, 2 and 5 is what? Yeah, 2 and 3. Okay. Top guy got 2. Bottom guy got 3. Okay. Now, that tribune can attempt momentum. No, maybe he can't. I don't think those tribunes can. No, let's see. Well, maybe he can. Okay, they cannot trump. So okay, so he's got initiative 2. So he'd have to get a 2 or less. A 3. So he didn't pass. Okay, so he's finished. But he was able to rally 2 units. Okay, I gotta put rally markers on him. I don't think they're able to be given orders this turn. Let's see. Yeah. Rally units may not receive or use orders until the next game turn. They may be refaced. Alright, so that Tribune is finished. Now we go over to Caesar's side to right here. This Tribune, okay, who's got the 11th. Okay, so we've got these guys engaged here. It's got 6. These guys here are still missile. Yes, so he's got 2 activations. So he's going to bring this guy down to hit this guy. And then this guy, well, we got to do this first. Okay, so we got the defender. It's going to fire. And I think it's 5 or less here, so of course then the attacker can fire. So alright, so the defender fires and gets a hit on the front guy there. Alright, so we're gonna have shock must check there. Alright. And then the other activation, this guy's going to there. And that's it. Now, he can use his command range to activate this guy to attack and this guy, but this guy's got a 6. We don't want to attack with him. He's only got a 6. He'd have to attack here. So these guys are going to attack here. These guys are going to attack here. So the first thing we need to do is roll for shock must check TQ on these guys. And of course they're now missile no's. He's missile no, and those guys are missile no. All right, so let's make the check here on these guys. Okay, so got a green one there somewhere. Alright, so we got a 2, a 0, and a 4. That's not going to affect anybody. So we don't have this anymore. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do this attack here first. Alright, so we got veteran against veteran. Take this off, put it right there. Alright. Let's go down through the list here. Alright, so we've got, no, there's no shock superiority. They're both veterans. Okay, combat, see, then we go over here to Clash of Swords. Front, veteran versus veteran is a 7. So then we go to shock combat results, adjustments. We don't have any superiority. Don't have any leaders. Okay, size-wise, we're going to shift from 7 to 8. The attackers are depleted, so then we go back to 7. So that's where we're at. We're at 7. I rolled a 7. So that's going to be 2 for the defender, 2 for the attackers, 3 for the defenders. So the defender takes 3. And of course these missile no. And then these guys, well, I say they had to take 2, so the top guy is going to be at 2, the bottom at 1. Okay, I don't have to have this in here anymore. Alright, now we've got these guys against those guys. So, okay, these guys, okay, they're recruits, both of them. Oops. We got veterans. So that means it's going to be attack superior. Yeah. Attack superior. So, okay, veteran against recon. We're going to be at 6. Recruit, recon. Recruit. So we're going to be at a 6. Started at 6. Attack superior. Oh shoot, we rolled a 1. So that's going to be a 3 and a 2, which becomes a 4 because of the attack superior. So 3 to 4. Didn't roll very good, did we? Okay, so the defenders have to take, let's put that there, they have to take 4 hits. So this guy's going to be at 5. So is the other guy. So we're going to have a rout. Those guys are routing. I think I've got to have to get into another box to get more route markers. I don't have enough. So both of these guys are routing. Top guy routes, the bottom guy has to route. So, okay, and of course, I can go ahead and route him. We don't have, this guy's not attacking, so we're gonna go 1. He just goes 1, 2 like that. And then these guys have to take 3 hits. So the top guy's got to take 2 of them, so he's going to be at 4. And the bottom guy will be at 2. Of course, then they can move in to there. Okay. All right, and that's, of course, that Tribune could try to get momentum. Why not? Let's see, if you fail momentum, I failed a while ago. I need to, oops. If you fail momentum, okay, you have to roll the 9. I didn't roll a 9 a while ago. Okay. All right, so let's roll to see if we can get momentum. Got to have a 2 or less. Oh, we got a 2. Okay, so with this, we can have a trump. So, of course, Pompey's forces, we got it right here, this guy. Pompey's forces may want to like stop that. They don't want the trump, or I mean the momentum. So okay, so we're looking at a momentum trump, which is under 5.4, number 2. The active player succeeds in his momentum attempt. The opposing player may attempt to trump in the same fashion. So basically, Pompey could use one of his leaders to, he could use Pompey to, or he could use Ahenobarbus, Ohenobarbus. It's right here in front of me. How do you pronounce that guy's name? Enobarbus. Enobarbus. Kind of hard to pronounce. So he could use Ohenobarbus, and that way if he uses him, then that would stop all of the other units that have the same initiative rating or lower would not get any momentum attempts. So let's see. An inactive leader on either side who is passed over, his initiative rating is the same or less than that of the trumping leader. By successful trump, a bypass leader is still eligible for activation, but cannot use momentum. And that's what happened last term. But it was Caesar who did this. So, yeah, Pompey wants to do this, but does he want to risk it with Enobarbus, or does he want to do it with Frenius, or even Labinius? He's got a 4. So Enobarbus has a 5, but he's right here. His tribunes would just have to activate. He wouldn't be able to activate, but he's going to try. So that tribune, the 11th Legion's tribune, got momentum, but Enobarbus is going to try to trump, and he's got a pushing these guys, trying to get this dice into the. Okay, so just do it this way. Okay, here we go. They'll get a 5 or less. Uh-oh. We got a 9, which I think goes to the die roll of doom. Maybe that's just on a momentum. Yeah. If the momentum die roll is a 9, this is the trump. So that basically just means that he fails, and it just goes back to he fails, so he's finished, and it just goes now to back to the tribune that passed. So, and they can't try again. You only get one try, one trump try per activation. So they're not able to try to, yeah, each side is allowed only one trump attempt per leader activation. So That's all that we can do with that. So he gets to go again. All right. So this should be turned like that. These guys should have turned, but they didn't. So he can activate 2. These guys don't have to worry about, but these 2 guys are going to come in here. You might want to put this guy here. Yeah, he's going to move this guy. This guy's going to turn, get here, and turn back like that. So we've got a solid line there. And then he'll use, he gets 2. I don't really want to move that guy. All right, so now he's going to have his close combat. Uh-oh. Okay, so we've got veterans here, and it's both of these hexes here. It's my shaky fingers. Okay, and they're going against this guy. So we got veteran against veteran, but we've got 4 cohorts here and only 1 there. So veteran versus veteran is going to be on the 7. There's no attack superiority, defense superiority. So we start at 7, and because there's 4, it's 4 to 1. Okay, so we would move up, what, 3? So 8, 9, 10. So we're going to be on the 10, right? Yeah, should move, yeah, 3. Move up 3. So it's going to be on the 10 column. We got a 9 on the 10. Okay, 2 and 4. So this guy's going to take 4. I think he's going to be routing. Yeah, he's routing. Go ahead and flip him over, because he'll be depleted. So he's here. He's going to route, move 2 here. And I don't know. I don't think I have any more of these route markers. No, there's one. Guess I got a couple more left. So, and then I think I said the 2. So we got to take 2 from both of these front guys are going to take 2, or 1 apiece. So he's at 5. And this guy's going to be at 3. And why don't we got so many numbers here? Oh, yeah, he should be there. This guy's here. So he's at 1. This guy would move to here. What's that, guys? Well, he's here adjacent to this guy. Let me check that. I think he's got a roll. Well, we don't have anybody in his front hex, though. So, let's see. Well, he's not an enemy Zoc. So he wouldn't. Nothing would change there. All right, so that is 2. Let's see. Is that? No, he's got one momentum he could try to activate again. Why not? And again, he got a 2. And again, they could try to trump. Of course, he's got Pharsalus down here. He could try to trump with. So I guess he'll try. Or he could try Lavinius over here, a 4 or less. But he wants to use him. So let's move down here. Right here. So Tribune of the 11th Legion has got momentum again. And this section leader, Pharsalus, is going to try to trump. Got a 0, so that finishes him down here. And now we've got to put a trump marker out here. Instead of putting one under each leader, see if I can find one. Should have kept that one out when I had it. There it is. Okay, trumped, and then I'm going to put a number. I can put a number 5 out. Do I have these in here? I don't know why they're in there. Okay. So I'm going to put this Trump 5 out here. To let everybody know that no one can, nobody 5 or less can get any momentum. Now I could try to trump the trump with Caesar, but I don't think so. I'm not going to do it. So now the battle shifts to the pretty much close. Well, it's I guess the Pompey. Let's see, that would be the senatorial army. Pompanian group there. Okay, so Pharsalus is going to activate. So let me look to see, remind myself what he has. I had a sheet where I had everything written down, and I don't know where that went. Some stuff got moved around, and I'm just glad the table didn't get shifted or anything like that. So what's neat, you got some naval battles in here with ships, the Bay of Biscay, which will be interesting. There's a lot of great scenarios in here. You know, Gallic Wars, all of that. I've got some really good books about the Gallic Wars, but this naval battles that you have. I think are really interesting. Even the invasion of Britannia. Okay, I gotta get back to what I'm doing here. Okay, so what was that chicken? Oh, okay. So Afrenius. Okay, right center. He's got the Macedonian A and B. So, okay, so Macedonian A and B. Let's find those guys. It's going to be this blue and purple right here. And he's got one unit here that's routed. Okay, but he's got his tribunes are within range. So this guy here could actually move. So he's actually going to have, he's going to activate both of his legions with the legion commands. And let's see this guy here, what's he sitting at? Yeah, 2. So he's going to have both of his legions. What's this guy sitting at? 3? Does he want to support his own guy? Or move over here and attack this? I'm thinking about this cohort here attacking here. If he just jumps in here with this guy, he doesn't get to use his pila. He doesn't get to use his javelin. This guy's going to lose his javelin when he steps in here, but he's going to provide some support. And this guy here could actually come down the line or move here in the center, where the tribune would actually be. Or I could have the tribune get into here into the battle somewhere. Maybe try to make a difference in both of these. You could come into here with this guy. You'll have this guy move down here first. So those guys are already, there's not going to be any added shockness check, because they're just coming into the rear. They're not coming in unless this guy comes down here. But I think I'm just going to have him pop right up in here and give support to this guy, who really doesn't need it, because they've got this guy single by themselves. Now this guy he's got actually, well, in his front axis, he's only got this guy. So he could move down here. This guy could still step up into here or into here to provide a die roll adjustment. Yeah, they're going to come in here like this. Boom. So we're going to have a check. Must check. Shock must check right there. And we got missile fire. So he's no missile though. But this guy is. So he's going to be able to fire his Pele javelin. So it's See, I think, do I have to still, I think I still have to add a +1 to that because he moved. I thought javelins, he didn't have the +1 added on there. Let's see. Okay, if a slinger, archer, or cavalry, okay, yeah, so it's not. Okay, a javelin does not have to add the +1. That's right. Okay. So 5 or less, you got a 1. Okay, so that guy's going to have to take a hit. Be his first. And he's no missile. Now he's no missile. But now we got the shock check. This guy's actually going to come into here. The Tribune's going with him. This guy actually moved back to there. And then this guy has this guy who's actually going to step into there. And he steps in. Steps in. Oops. I'll have to get that in a minute. Let's see. Leaders, let's see. Okay. Okay, so charisma. Used to adjust the die roll on the shock combat result table in his favor for combat units with which he is stacked. Heroic charisma. Where's that at? I guess it says has an H by it. Yeah. Okay. Would also extend to any units within 2 hexes. So, all right, so he would actually adjust the die by 2, just like a Tribune. So I think it's better to leave him back, where he can pull those Tribunes back if he needs to. So. Okay, so we're going to have the fighting going up and down the line here, but first we need to resolve over here. Shock must check TQ for both of these units. So, okay, so this unit here and this unit here. Okay, so let's roll that. Okay, both of them passed. It was a 0 and a 3. We don't need that. Okay, so we've got a conscript against a recruit, so I have to check that out. We'll go ahead and do this. Do this as the first combat. So we've got a combat here. This guy, these guys are attacking here. These 2 guys are attacking here, and I'm going to be rolling a lot of dice here. And then this guy's attacking here. These guys aren't involved. So, well, yeah, they can be, because this is all parts. So we've got, is that how we want to do this? These guys here, or this guy here, these 2 guys here, this guy here, this guy would have to attack both of those. Otherwise we go here, 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 here. Yeah, we're going to do it that way. Okay, so got a bunch of these. I could roll a whole bunch of these all at one time. Okay, so let's bring these over here. Okay, so Have to bring it back some, won't we? There we go. Okay, so we've got these guys attacking there. Okay, gonna use an orange. That guy's, these guys. We go back to green. Both of those guys. So we got green and green attacking this red. Okay, and we have the blue attacking the orange. Okay, we got green attacking red. Blue against orange. Green against the red, and then a blue against the orange right there. All right, so how many dice do we have to roll? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we've got 8 dice, and we're gonna roll. All right, so we got 1, 2. We go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. All right. So here we go. That way I can roll all these dice at once, and we can just take care of all of it at one time. Okay. All right, so the first dice actually is this, okay? All right, then the next attack is going to be that. We come back to this. Oops. This one will be a 7. Then we have a 9. Oops, knock that off. And, oops, that's a 3. Okay, then we have a 4, a 3. And a 1. All right, so then let's resolve these as we go across here. We'll get kind of close here on here. Okay, so this one here, let's get these down. This is a 0. This is a 0 one here. Okay, we got a tribune. Okay, we got a conscript against a recruit. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Conscript against a recruit. That's going to be even. Okay. Or no attack, superior defense to superiority. So we've got the conscript is attacking the veteran, so that's going to be on the 6th chart. Except, yeah, he's in his front. Didn't get in his. He didn't get into his flank. So it's going to be a 6. Okay. No size change or anything like that. Okay, charisma rating. That's the die roll modifier. Okay, so we're going to be at a 6. We rolled a 0, but we get to increase it by 2 because of the charisma for the leader. So it's going to be a 2. So it's going to be 3 and 2. 3 and 2. Man, uh-oh. Was that an earthquake? No, it wasn't an earthquake. All right, so we can remove this dice. Okay, so 3. And of course, I didn't roll for the... Got to roll to see if the leader might have been killed or wounded or whatever. Got to roll for that. Nope. He wasn't. Okay. And then we can remove these 2. And this guy's going to have to take 2, so he's also at 3. Okay. All right, so next is this guy. That back. And this guy. All right. So we got two guys here, only one here. So we got conscript and conscript against recruit. Okay, and it was a 3 that was rolled, but no attack superiority. So we've got a conscript attack and recruit that's in the 6. Oh, I forgot to shift due to the depletion. So it would have still been, well, no, it would have been 2 and 2. So actually, this guy doesn't take 3, but goes to 2. My mistake. He's fighting a depleted unit. Same thing here. So these guys, even though, let's see, they're going to be start at 6, so they go up to 7 due to size, and then that guy's depleted. So now we go to 8. I got a 3, so it's going to be 2 and 2. So this guy here is going to be a 5, which means he routes. I saw a route one over here somewhere there. So he's going to route. Just put him right there for now. What is this? What's here? Oh, he was right here. Right, yeah. Get rid of that. Okay, so he's going to be routing. These guys still got to take 2. Yeah, both of them will just flip over. Okay. Alright, so this dice is done. Okay, so now we just move along here. So we got another 3. That's for these two guys. Alright, so we got a veteran and we got conscripts. Okay, attacker, conscripts, veteran. Okay. Conscripts against veteran is going to be on the 7. But he's going to be outnumbered. So we start out at 7. He's depleted, go to 8. And we've got 3 units against 1. So we go up to 10. We got a 3. So that's going to be 2 and 2. So he has to take 2. So he's at 5. And these guys here each have to take 1. So he's at 4. All right. All right, so here and here, conscript, okay, against a recruit. So, conscript against recruit is 6. Okay, he's depleted, goes up to 7. Size-wise, it's 2 to 1. So that's 8. And I rolled up, got a 7. So it's 2 and 3. So this guy's going to take 3. So So he's going to be routed. And this guy has to take 2, so he's at 4, and the bottom guy is at 1. Okay. What happened here? I guess this green one could be right there because it's green and red. Okay. So now we've got the next one. And this is a 9 with the Tribune. Okay, let's move this over. So he's actually attacking here. And the Tribune, we got to roll to see if he nope, is injured. All right, so we got recruits against veterans. It's going to be a 6. He's depleted, goes up to 7. It's 2 to 1, so it goes up to 8. I rolled a 9. And of course you got the Tribune there, keeps it there, so it's 2 and 4. So this cohort here takes 4. So he's going to be at 6. Got to put that on top of him to show. And these guys take 4. So we got 3. I mean, they take 2. I was saying 4. All right. Next. And then what we do is we got to check for collapse on this unit. So that's why I put the number on the top. So, okay, this unit is attacking this unit here. See if we can get us a little separation. Okay, so we've got a conscript against veteran right there. Right here is where we're going. Okay, blue against the orange there. And we had a roll of a 4. Okay, so conscript against veteran. That's going to be a 7. The veteran is depleted, goes up to 8. There's 2 to 1, so it goes up to 9, and we got a 4. So it's 2 and 3. So he's taking a 3. So he's at 6. So now he could collapse. And then these guys both take 2. So each of them take 1. So they each have 2. Alright, so those are done. By rolling all these dice at the same time, it just, if you have the dice, I'd say do it. All right, so here we've got green attacking red. So we've got conscript against veteran again. But it's double, it's 2 against 1 there. So